morning, students. Today I am going to continue the chapter How, When and Where. In previous video I explained you about periods of history, that it is divided into three, that is ancient, medieval and modern. This type of periodization is taken from the West. Modern period was associated with the growth of new modernity, that is science, democracy, liberty and equality. In medieval period, it represents the time where these features of modern society did not exist. Now, British rule in modern period, people did not have equality, freedom and liberty. There was no economic growth and progress. Many historians refer to this period as colonial. Now, what is the meaning of colonization? British rule brought about changes in various values and tastes, customs and practice. This process of control of one country by other leads to political, economic, social and cultural changes called colonization. Now, modern of sources of modern Indian history. Now, different type of sources was there, that is official records, survey reports and indigenous records. Now, what is official records? Administration produces official records, which are one of the important sources of the British administration. British Act of Writing was important. Every instruction, plan, policy, decision and investigation had to be in written form. The British set up record rooms attached to all administrative institutions to carefully preserve all important documents. In village, Tehsildars' offices, the collectorate, the commissioner's house, the law courts all had their record rooms. Now, what is survey report? A research method used for collecting data is called a survey. The practice of survey also became common in British period. According to the British, a country had to be properly known before it could be administered. Details survey were being carried out to map the entire country. By the early 19th century, revenue surveys were conducted in the villages. This survey was to know the topography the soil quality, the flora, fauna, and the local histories. Then census operation were held every 10 years. Now, what is a census? It is an official survey of the population of a country, and every 10 years it takes place. From the end of the 19th century, what was the main objectives of the census? To prepare detailed record of the number of people in all the provinces of India, observing information on caste, religions and occupations. Some other types of survey was there, that is botanical survey, geological survey, archaeological, anthropological surveys, forest surveys. Now, what is indigenous record? These records include the accounts of pilgrims and travelers, newspapers, books, diaries, novels, and autobiographies of important personalities. People write in the local language and English. A different newspaper was also there in local languages. Why they have used the local languages? So that they make Indians people aware of the real intention of the British. Because of this reason, the British tried to suppress the press, but they became unsuccessful. During this period, the press had great importance. They played an important role in the national movement. They were the helpful source of recreating the events of the period. Various national literature criticized British policies. Some literatures of nationalists are Poverty and Un-British Rule in India, written by Dadabhai Naoroji, Hind Swaraj by Mahatma Gandhi, Discovery of India by Jawaharlal Nehru. These kinds of literature focused on the nature of British rule. Different novels and stories, particularly in vernacular languages, they deal with some social issues and nationalist themes. For example, Anand Mat by Bankim Chand Chatterjee and Neel Darpan by Dinabandhu Mitra expressed the growing opinions against British rule. Social issues of caste exploitation like child marriage, sati pratha, parda system were included in the writings of Jyotiba Phule, B.R. Ambedkar, writers such as Keshav Chandra Sen, Ishwar Chandra, Vidyasagar, Raja Ram Mohan Roy wrote about social reforms. Now you have to do all MCQ in your book.